a certain way that's like, don't mess with me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not.
That's Gabrielle.
That's Gabrielle. Like, and it works. It works because the men can smell the. And early in my career, I didn't know how to represent myself as strong and confident without feeling like, okay, I'm being too much, or I'm gonna turn somebody off because I'm just not giving them any play. Now it's like, forget about it. Like, you can look, whatever, but don't even think about it, for real. And I don't feel bad like I'm hurting someone's feelings. That's your business. You got to work on that. And why you have this assumption that I'm, you know, for the taking, or this is an opportunity for you to make a pass at me, that's something that you have to deal with. And thank God Time's Up and Me Too is here, because it's now being exposed and coming to light. Yes. And another thing is, we can beautify ourselves and wear all the makeup and the hair and the clothes, and it be for us, because that's how we feel, and we want to exude that externally that day. And maybe tomorrow I want to wear sweatpants and a hat, and maybe I don't want to wear makeup one day, but that's my choice, and I didn't do it for you. You know, that's where I'm at now.
Right, and it's hard to have to suppress your talent.
Yeah.
Have to suppress your gifts.
Yes.
Have to pull back on your looks.
Yes.
But and I don't know that that'll ever change. But I do think the more we see women in power and that we rise through the ranks, that we will continue to be taken seriously. This is not the year, but really the last 5 years has really been about the Black woman, right, or women of
Absolutely.
color. And I'm glad that Hollywood kind of put it on the forefront.
Yeah.
And our local communities is also being reflected there. I want to ask you about a quote that you have on your website. It says, "Being smart is sexy. Being educated is key. And telling your story through your art is powerful." Tell me how you see that applying to today's career woman.
I think that there's so many more opportunities amidst all the struggles that we're going through as Black women, as Black people. There are still platforms available. Like, one thing I say now is, I dealt with some contractual issues in my career, and I said, well, you could take me off this, but you can't take me off the internet. You can't take my voice away or my access to people. You just can't. So I think that we can, it's a beautiful space. If you're an artist, if you're a painter, if you have a body scrub that you make, or whatever it is, you make shoes, you can reach people and not have that glass ceiling, if you will, you know?
I want to ask you some specific questions about some of the things that make you this bionic woman, this career woman. But before I transition from the music side completely, do you have any advice for young performers, young women coming up in the ranks that are interested in music? I know my daughter Sydney back there is a wonderful singer, and I'm probably mad I put her on the spot. But anyway, do you have any advice for people like her?
Yeah, definitely. I would start with studying your craft and studying the people that came before you. That they leave you so much knowledge and experience and gems in their music. And then when you learn enough songs, enough Anita Baker, or enough Patti LaBelle, then next thing you know, you're singing it in your own voice. I would say, as I said before, if somebody's trying to make you do something that you're not comfortable with, get out of there. If you're going to a studio, bring a friend. You know, if someone wants to meet with you, coffee or lunch.
Right.
That's it.
Right, and not in a hotel.
Yeah, not in a hotel. And dinner, more than likely, is not I just be like, no, but I can meet for tea.
Yeah.
How's 8 a.m.? No.
Right. And T says something. First of all, it says it's going to be a brief encounter.
Ooh, I like that.
You know what I mean? It's just tea time, you know.
Or, I gotta say, something my dad has always said to me, and I've been stubborn most of my life. It's worked in some ways, not in some others. But he said, tattoo this on your forehead. Call my manager. Like, don't be afraid to say that. And you know what? I'll give you a little secret. If you don't have a manager, you can make an email account, make up a name, and be like, yes, you can contact Karen at gmail.com. I'm Karen too. They don't know that. They don't know that. But it sets a tone, and don't be afraid to set that tone that I'm not just accessible like that. There's a kind way to do business where you're setting boundaries for yourself and you're not allowing people to take advantage. But you're, you know what I'm saying, without it being like forceful or rude, you know?
Yeah, it has to be just a little layer of distance.
Yeah, definitely.
I agree. I want to talk to you about some of our topics today. We have some specific experts in the industry that are going to do some breakout points on this, but I want to just hit you with some things right now. So tell me either like the first thing that comes to mind, or a tip about it, or kind of your go-to product or something like that. When it comes to skincare and makeup, what would you say about that?
I would say with skincare, moisturize and SPF. No matter what your skin tone, don't believe the hype. You can still, there's still cancer rays regardless. SPF every day. Moisturize at night. My great grandmother has the softest skin, and I'm like, what did you do? Pond's cold cream my whole life.
Yeah, they're brand loyal to something like that.
They are, but it's consistency with anything. And
you have a go-to makeup product.
Go-to makeup product. I like it all. I love makeup. I really do. It's fun.
To play in it as a kid.
Yeah, definitely. I used to do glitter and side of my face, like just having fun with it.
And of course, when you're in the industry, or even if you're not in the entertainment industry, but as a speaker, you're doing video shoots, whatever that is, obviously skincare is important.
Yeah.
And so we definitely know that contributes to making a career woman. What would you say about fitness? What's your fitness regimen?
I'm getting back into it. There was a period where I just wasn't feeling it. I was going through my little funk. But even like right now, I do a mile or two a day. And that's a great start. Like even yesterday, I was singing on the morning TV, and I was like, wow, I wasn't so winded as I had started to get winded because I stopped exercising. I used to do yoga, I used to eat clean. So just try to stay on top of it for your health, even if it's not cosmetic, just for longevity.
So for fitness includes nutrition, spiritual wellness, as well as whether you're faith-based. What would your advice be when it comes to your spiritual well-being?
I like church. I go to church every Sunday, and I go to this amazing church where it's very community-based. They meet during the week as well. I have a whole new group of friends. I mean, I used to have industry people on my phone, and you go through ups and downs with that because some of these people are just, they're about their business and that's it. And I've learned to not take it personally, but coming into it, you're like, oh, I have a new friend. And then, no, they're not your friend. So thank God. I really feel as though God pursued me over the last couple of years, and I have a new community.
Do you have a prayer warrior?
Thank you.
Do you have a prayer warrior? Somebody?
I think so, yeah. Like, I can call any of my friends from church at any time and really check in. And before I do something major, I want to know that I have support from my community at church. I'm going to get emotional. But it's life-changing. There's so many things out there. There's alcohol, there's drugs, there's a million things that can kind of try to take you away from what you're going through. Black people who deal with mental health issues. I've been to therapy, it wasn't better than church in my experience, but it was worth the investment. And as Black women also, we're just so strong. We just always have to keep going, or we just naturally will take on the most monumental thing, and we have to set aside time to take care of ourselves.
Yeah, that's very true. Alpha women, strong women, women that are rocks, we need to rock. We need an alpha go-to woman. So you're right. We do carry a lot. We multitask. We try to get it all done, but we have our moments where we're tired.
Absolutely.
We're tired.
I'm sorry, really quickly, one thing I want to say is, because I see a lot of women out here today, try to get with create a community of women around you that supports you, not just to talk about gossip and just unload issues. Maybe you get into books, or maybe you get into, I have grown women slumber parties, and we talk about our goals, and but I didn't used to have that, and I had to take the initiative. This might be kind of weird, but y'all want to just hang out? And it worked, and we need that support from each other.
Do you ever do vision boards?
I do. I just got back into that as well. It's almost scary how much it works. You won't even notice it, and you look, and you're like, I cut this picture out, and now I'm in the car, or whatever it is.
Got to put it in the universe.
Yes.
Tell us about your hair.
Mm-hmm.
What's your go-to hair care? I don't know if you wear extensions. You have beautiful hair.
Yeah, definitely.
But tell me about your hair care, your hair regimen, or maybe a go-to product for you.
I've done, I do it all. Extensions. I've done wigs. I do natural. I think taking care. One of the biggest things is trimming your hair. Don't think you don't want to lose the length, so let me not know. That actually helps your hair grow. So taking care of your hair. Protective styles are great, especially if you have to do a lot of heat. You don't want to do it to your hair. I did that. I burned my hair for anything, and also to making castor oil for growth.
Yeah, go back.
From the local Goodwill, okay? There are some gems, and then you can dress it with a nice shoe or a nice bag. I've just always been that thrifty kid, and just trying to make it work,